Metroplex, we join you from Jerry World, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboy Nation, here are your Dallas Cowboys.
Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. The Cowboys come out and they are led out by Dak Prescott as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, three-time Pro Bowler who is now 32 years old.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you. Trying to get the running back here going early on the first play, Mike, but what that does is it opens things up for the rest of the passing game as the game unfolds. Show this defense our running back is not an afterthought. He is a priority to our passing attack.
That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively, stayed right with him, and we'll bring up third down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
On third down, Prescott. He'll let this go for Pickens. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
So often we see on these deep passes, the defender lose track of the ball in the air. They then tend to panic, and it either leads to a big pass completion or a defensive PI. In this case, he stays in phase. He's able to break the ball up and prevent a big play from happening.
Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. And leading them out at quarterback, and who played his college ball at Stanford, it is Davis Mills.
At one point not too long ago, he showed a lot of promise early in his career, to the point that a lot of guys around the NFL thought this is potentially a franchise quarterback. Now, that hasn't exactly come to fruition just yet, but the arm talent is there, and they're hopeful that he can showcase it here over these next 4 quarters.
Now, the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb, and he'll get about 5.
Chubb, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Mills. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Donovan Izaraku in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's third down.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Mills. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
Davis Mills
What did this defensive play caller tell us all week, Mike? They wanted to come out and set the tone of this game, dictate the terms of how this game would be played, and man, through the first drive here, boy, have they ever.
The punt team comes on. Here's Tommy Townsend to kick it. Back deep to receive the explosive Cavante Turpin. And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and taken. The Cowboys offense ready now for their second drive. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. First carry for the former Tar Heels, and wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
7-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Play action now. Prescott. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
On the play fake, Dak. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They put Pickens in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got a receiver, and that's Lance. And he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
Say what you want about this group, Mike, but they certainly aren't scared. I mean, not only to go for it on 4th down, but the quarterback decides to throw that ball into double coverage and somehow still resulted in them being able to extend this drive.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
On the stop. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Prescott. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. The Texans have it. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble, and all of a sudden the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back, but either way, winds up with a pretty nice return, and his offense is in great position.
The Texans offense ready to take over for their second possession. Now, faking the give. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
So every team practices this on both sides of the ball. They call it sudden change. So in this case, the offense takes the field quickly following the defensive takeaway, and now you want to get off to a fast start, generate a quick play, and spark your possession, and it's exactly what they're able to do here, picking up that first down.
Big play after big play to start this drive. 34 for that one.
That's another Texans.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the Cowboys' 5-yard line.
From a little further back, here's second and goal. Schultz, the motion man. Throwing his Mills. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway.
Complete to Dalton Schultz. A loss of 2 on the play. It's third down and goal to go.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Mills to throw. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
So a sack is definitely not ideal, Mike, but the last thing you want to do down here on this part of the field is turn the ball over by forcing a play that's not there. So he sees time running out. He's got no choice but to eat the ball, but at least he can live to play another down.
Fourth down, and on comes Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans will take a 3-0 lead. So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. This one fielded at the 15. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense about ready to take over once more. And their 2 drives so far not good. Punt, lost fumble. Trying to make amends here on drive number 3. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Azeez Al-Shire on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 36-yard line.
They'll work from the 36 on second and 6. To throw is Dak. His pass right side, caught by Lamb. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
That's a gain of 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Prescott now. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Pickens, first catch, and that's good for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Now he'll run. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
So there's a fine line, Mike, between giving your wide receivers every chance they can to get open downfield, but at the same time, you can't stress your protection. I think he does a nice job in this case understanding that balance. He escapes the pocket, turns into a runner, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
18-yard line.
Now Prescott. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. We'll try again. It's second and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's out wide to Williams. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of a first down after a gain of 7.
Brings up third and 3.
Third down, 3 to go. Prescott again. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And he will score. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. Cowboys move out to a 7-3 lead.
Cowboys 7. Texans 3.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Houston offense is going to make their way back onto the field. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. They'll mark him down just shy of the 40. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
First down. A gain of 14.
You know, we spend a lot of time praising the running backs, and deservingly so. But oftentimes, it's a combination of the scheme and the big guys up front who make it work, and that's exactly what we saw here on the big pickup.
So we are through one on Monday Night Primetime. 7-3 is our score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with 1st and 10. Try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Mills. The ball comes out. And the Cowboys are going to come away with the football. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Dak to throw. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
12 yards on that hookup. That's good for a Dallas first down.
You don't want to make a living off of making these kind of throws, Mike. It's one thing to throw into tight coverage, but it's another thing to throw into tight double coverage. And while the quarterback gets away with one here, I don't think you want to make a living doing it.
He takes off.
Number 4, Dak Prescott on the keeper. Mario Edwards on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
2nd down, they need 3. Now Prescott. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
3rd and short. Prescott, he pulls it in around the 5. And this is going to set him up with 1st and goal. Mark him out of bounds at the 4.
And the Cowboys
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender.
A second effort, and he is in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now Aubrey for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cowboys extend their advantage to 14-3.
Texans 3.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Texans offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. To start this drive. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 2. Kirk is the motion man. Once again, it's Chubb. Into the secondary at the 45. And he'll be taken down.
It's a gain of 14
Give him 14
yards.
on that one. First down for Houston.
First down. A gain of 14. And the Texans first down.
Nice combination of vision, patience, and speed by the running back here. The vision to see the hole, the patience to let the blocks unfold, and then the speed to hit it and pick up a nice gain.
Here's a handoff to Chubb. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
The takeaway at the 47-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 4. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Looking free downfield. It's caught. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. Back to the drawing board for this run game, Mike. The offensive coordinator and his staff, they have to do a better job giving plays, giving opportunities to their offense to find success on the ground. Because right now, they have no answers for this defense.
We'll get that into the hands of Woody Marks. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up.
Gain of 6 brings up 3rd and 3.
throw is Mills. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's another Texans first down. A gain of 5. First down, Houston.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
We're not even at halftime yet, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has completely taken over the game. It's just sack after sack after sack. This is going to be a long day for this offensive group if the O-line doesn't figure something out here in a hurry.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
And now with that stop on 2nd and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. 3rd and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. Moving left, taking off, he'll try to get there. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal.
What a nice play defensively. It's always a bit of a challenge. How long do I stay in coverage defending my zone or my man? Or how fast do I come up and pursue a scrambling quarterback? They did a nice job rallying to the ball late. They're able to bring him down to force 4th down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6. Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. To the line of scrimmage, that's about all.
Patience is a great quality of a running back. You have to wait for holes and gaps to develop. But in this case, Mike, he just kept waiting and waiting, and nothing ended up happening. No gain.
2nd and 10. It's another run here for Williams. And they'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Kamari and Lassiter there on the stop.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he is out of bounds at the 45.
That's good.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Cowboys.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They run over center with Williams. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the play fake, Dak. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. He's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple, and now we've got 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Here's Dak to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. 1:58 to go in the first half of play. Greg and I, back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. Prescott on 1st down. That's caught by Tolbert, right side. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Complete to number 1, Jalen Tolbert. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At
An
the
enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll throw again. Dak. Now he takes off. Dak wisely hits the deck at the end, but he slides after picking up the 1st down.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that 1st down marker is, he's able to pick up the 1st down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the 1st down.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And they continue to churn out 1st down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal. The Texans going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout here. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6th goal? They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. To throw is Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he will get into the end zone. Javonte Williams. Touchdown Cowboys. His 2nd touchdown of this 1st half. On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. Cowboys extend it to a 21-6 advantage.
21, Texans 6.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here's Smith to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Texans offense and their star running back, Nick Chubb, set to take over once more. Here's Mills. This one is caught by Kirk. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
10 yards.
Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Texans.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Throwing is Mills to the left side into the hands of Collins. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gainable.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mills now. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Incomplete. Coverage by Shamar James.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Mills. He'll step up and run this. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this 2nd half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Texans offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. To throw, Mills. And he gets that one complete to Collins. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Kirk is the motion man. On play action, he'll set up to throw.
And that just has to be demoralizing for this offense. I guarantee one of the first things they talked about during the break was slowing down the pass rush. So, needless to say, That's not what they want to see.
Third down and 9. Mills to throw. He'll try to run for it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Cowboys are going to come away with the football. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
The Cowboys offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Williams gets it from the pistol. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drop for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Texans' 33-yard line.
2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Prescott. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And 3rd down coming up.
On the coverage.
And so far throughout the course of the game, I think the secondary's actually done a really nice job of taking him away. I mean, he's clearly one of their best players, one of the top players in the league. They're going to continue to find ways to target him. So defensively, it doesn't matter if he has 0 catches or 10. He is always going to be a focal point of this offense.
A gain of 16 on that pass play. That's good for a Dallas first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. Pistol nap for Prescott. And he's in. Jalen Tolbert, touchdown, Dallas. Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cowboys will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Texans 6.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. With return starts from the 5. He's to midfield. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
At the 45-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to see what they can do. They're in tremendous starting field position after the kick return. They start with 1st and 10 up beyond midfield. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Over the middle, he's got the tight end Schultz. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3. To throw is Mills. The man, that's Collins. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
And the Texans first down. It's a gain of 3. And the Texans first down.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. That is out quickly into the hands of Kirk. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down.
Automatic first down.
Back to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 14
Good
yards.
job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards. And most importantly, a first down.
A gain of 14.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have a clock in their head. They understand exactly how much time do they have before they start stressing the protection. He realized pretty quickly here it was time to go, tuck the ball, become a runner, and he's able to pick up a big gain.
Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
4 yards on the
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
He'll look to throw. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal.
I love this concept here. Really good job by the other receivers clearing out that space. Big tight end comes down with the catch, and it's going to bring up 1st and goal.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Here's a run. And that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. Woody Marks. Touchdown, Texans. The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for two.
The Texans will line up for the two.
Shotgun snap. Yep, this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Short kick taken at the 17. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own
Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
So, from the 37, here's second and 9. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll drop this down to Williams. And it's going to be taken down right at midfield. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Cowboys.
And the Cowboys, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On the toss, it's Williams. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Stewart in on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 3. On play action, here's Dak. His fullback, he's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the defense comes up with a big turnover. Maybe this will turn this game around. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
Kirk is the motion man. Now, faking the give. To the right side, and Kirk's got it. And they'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
13, Christian Kirk. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is second and 5. Stay on the ground with Chubb. And forward for about 5 yards.
The tackle
That
made at
sets
the
up
36
third
yard
down.
line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And the Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
The coverage by Devon Clark.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Mills. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Throwing is Mills. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I understand it's 3rd down and the quarterback's trying to make a play, Mike, but if you're going to make a dangerous throw on 3rd down, you're going to force the ball into tight coverage, at least do it past the sticks. Try to pick up that 1st down and maintain possession. He tries to thread the needle, ball falls incomplete, and now brings up 4th down.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. First down, it is Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Can we score?
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now Prescott. Moving to his left.
Number 4, Prescott on the keeper. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
3rd and 9. Prescott. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Daniil Hunter, pass rusher extraordinaire, in action again.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key 3rd downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. And Monday Night Primetime continues after this. incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Could they have called the push-off there?
Still first down.
Now Mills. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 20 on the connection. It's good for a Texans first down.
First down.
Desperation time now setting here in the fourth quarter. This is where the urgency of your 2-minute offense is so critical. How many plays can you run and how fast can you run them? Because one score's not going to do it. You're going to have to score and get the ball back and end up going down and punching it in again.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Mills. To the left side, caught by Schultz. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down coming up.
Makes it 3rd and
3. Mills to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
Here it is on 4th down. He's going to have a Texans first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
So this is kind of a tricky down and distance, and I think for the defense, you really have to be ready to defend any type of play. They could keep it on the ground like they do here, but you also in the back of your mind have to think play action, drop back pass, screen. So there's a lot of plays at the offense's disposal, and they keep it on the ground, keep it simple, and pick up the first.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's another
A gain of 11 on that one. First down for Houston.
First down, Houston.
Kirk is the motion man. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll step up and run, showing off the footwork, sliding down after a gain of 8.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
Second down, they need 3. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
At the 16-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Third and inches. They'll run the sneak. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Texans first down. A gain of 1 yard. First down, Texans.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Mills now. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
On second down, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Third down and 9. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice rep here by the defense. They go man coverage, takes away all the threats downfield, and with nothing open, he has no choice but just kind of throw a contested ball, hope for the best, and just falls incomplete.
Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Texans will cut into that lead. Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. To give up the middle with Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Williams. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
It's a loss of the yard.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on 1st down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on 2nd down. But now after taking a loss on 1st and 2nd, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on 3rd down.
This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. To throw is Dak. Here's a screen set up to Williams. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. Kirk is the motion man. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Brought in by the tight end, Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads, they all played their responsibilities, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch.
A gain of 6. And the Texans first down. It's a gain of 6. And the Texans first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Kirk is the motion man. To throw is Mill. Now he'll run it. And he'll go into the slide there. It'll be a gain of a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 49-yard line.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Kirk. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
4 brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll set up to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Davis Mills. It's a gain of 8. And the Texans first down. An 8-yard pickup.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw. There he goes again. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Cowboys' 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Kirk is the motion man. A run up the middle with Chubb. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to pick this up. 3rd and a yard. Look to throw. That is caught. Finding Higgins. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
That's another.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the 1st down.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And it just continues to be a recurring problem. I mean, even the balls he's been able to get out of his hand have come from a cloudy pocket. And listen, I know he's a guy that can make some plays when he's on the move, but at some point, you have to be able to be in rhythm and deliver the ball on time.
He'll drop to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
We're starting to learn more and more now, Mike, that sacks are quarterback stats. Everyone always wants to blame the offensive line, but in this case, the protection was really good. Nobody got open downfield, and the quarterback has to get rid of the ball. You just can't expect your protection to hold up that long.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
And he'll take this one in. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Texans are back within 6.
Cowboys 28, Texans 22.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, here's Turpin. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense headed back to take over once more. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out. But 1 first down will essentially end the game. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And now we get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Gonna work it to Lamb on the RPO. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
The 42-yard line.
Sometimes there's just nowhere to go, right? We ask these running backs, Mike, to do a lot of work, find space, create something out of nothing. Well, this time, he was able to create nothing out of nothing.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's out wide to Williams. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Williams. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Shotgun snap for Prescott. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
We're about ready now for the punt.
For the Cowboys.
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Texans offense ready to take over possession of the football. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
On the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
2nd down, 8 for the 1st down. Catch left side is made by Higgins.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
This crowd into it now. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Mills. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
And the Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So it's a win for the Cowboys. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys, as we say so long from Arlington.